Hello, and welcome to the adventures of Grandad's furry friends. My name is Grandad, and this is where you will find our new and original children's bedtime stories and educational videos. In this episode, Bob will tell us all about his latest dreamy story, and it's called Bob Goes to the World Cup. All our bedtime stories have a follow-up educational video which tests memory. So a little tip is, try to remember names, numbers, colours, and also the act of kindness that happens in the story. All our bedtime stories include an act of kindness. Say hello to the children listening, Bob, and then tell us all about your dreamy adventure. Hello, kids. Hope you've all had a lovely day. Get yourselves all nice and comfy and listen to what happened in my latest dreamy adventure. I was fast asleep when suddenly I dreamt I jumped up to head a football, and when I landed in the middle of a training session of Furball Rovers World Cup football squad. Oh, this sounds interesting. What happened, Bob? There were guys running all over the place, and then the Furball Rovers head coach shouted over to me. What was his name, and what did he shout, Bob? His name was Clipboard Colin, and he was waving his clipboard around above his head and said, "Hey, Bob, what are you doing? You are not in your position." He was quite angry with me. He then blew his whistle and told us all to get back to the changing room. As we walked back, the star striker of the team, whose name was Hot Rod, came over to me and said, "Don't worry, Bob. Clipboard Colin will have a big smile on his face after I score the winning goal in the World Cup final tonight." Wow, Bob, did you play in the World Cup final? Wait and see, Grandad. When we got back to the changing room, Clipboard Colin read out the team and announced who was going to play in the game. One by one he read out the names, and mine was not one of them. He had one more name to announce. It was going to be my name or Hot Rod's. He picked Hot Rod and said, "Bob, you are on the bench. You can be our super sub." Oh dear. We all got on the team bus and headed to the football stadium. Located outside the stadium was Gracie's cafe. Oh, my granddaughter Gracie. What did her cafe look like? Her cafe looked like a giant mushroom, and it had a red roof. We went inside for a pre-match meal. As we walked inside, Gracie shouted, "Come on, Rovers, come on, Rovers," and then everybody else did too. Gracie then spotted me and said, "Hello, Bob, What can I get you? Let me guess. Furball shake and furry treats? Yes, please, I replied, and make them large ones. The place was buzzing. Everybody was singing, "We're going to win the cup! We're going to win the cup!" But all I could think about was how sad I felt I wasn't in the team and may not get a chance to play in the World Cup final. Oh, poor Bob. The people there loved Hot Rod. They were all around him, wanting a photograph taken with him. He was their hero. There's only one Hot Rod, one Hot Rod. There's only one Hot Rod. They all sang. I wished I could have been Hot Rod. Oh, Bob. But Hot Rod was now expected to produce a match-winning performance. The question is, did he score that winning goal? How did the game go? Well, we left Gracie's cafe and went inside the football stadium. We had a couple of hours rest, and we then did our warm-up before the game started. I took my place on the subs bench and sat beside Clipboard Colin. The referee blew his whistle, the crowd roared, and the game began. It was a nervous opening 20 minutes, with both teams not taking any chances pushing forward too much. The game remained close until half-time arrived, with the score staying 0-0. During the half-time team talk, Clipboard Colin told the team he wanted them to play more aggressively, to push forward and to try to win the game. He wanted our defenders and defensive midfielder, Rockhard Ricky, to pass the ball to our wingers, Left Peg Lenny and Whirlwind Wally, so they could then cross the ball into the box for Hot Rod to sniff out and score a goal. The second half started and our team pushed forward. Rockhard Ricky won the ball and passed it to Whirlwind Wally. Wally ran as fast as he could while dribbling the ball down the wing. He then swung in a perfect cross for Hot Rod to tap into the net, but Hot Rod went for glory and tried to blast the ball into the goal, but he blasted it over the bar instead, and the crowd groaned. Oh, Hot Rod was feeling the pre-match pressure, it seems. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, our opponents burst through our defence and their striker, Torpedo Timmy, smashed the ball into the net. We were 1-0 down with only 8 minutes left to play. Oh no! We pushed forward again and the crowd was cheering us on. Left Peg Lenny collected the ball and floated a perfect pass into Hot Rod. He was through on goal. He had to score this time. He side-footed a shot past their goalkeeper. It hit the post and rebounded back into the arms of their goalie, Safe Hand Sammy. Clipboard Colin had seen enough and said to me, "Bob, get your top off. You're going on to try to score us a goal." Hot Rod was the player to be replaced. He was looking down at the ground as he left the pitch. He was very upset. There were only 5 minutes left to play, and time was running out. The ball was passed to Wally, and again he ran down the wing as fast as he could. I knew exactly where he would pass the ball, and I had to get past the defender and into that space. Sure enough, he crossed the ball right where I wanted it. I ran past the defender and stroked the ball into the back of the net. Goal! The crowd went wild. 1-1. Game on. We can win this, Clipboard Colin shouted. The game restarted, and the final whistle was closing in fast. We won a free kick just outside the box. Left peg Lenny took the free kick. He floated a dream of a ball into the box. Both the defender and I jumped. I was struggling to get high enough to beat the defender to the ball. So I flapped my ears and up I went higher and headed the ball into the back of the net. Goal! Well done, Bob. The crowd roared, and then the referee blew the final whistle. We had won the World Cup by 2-1. People in the crowd were celebrating, and some ran onto the pitch. Boo Boo and Piddly were hanging off the bar of the goal celebrating, and Dougie was doing zoomies around the centre circle. He went round so many times and so fast he dug a groove in the pitch and disappeared underground. Oh dear, yes, that sounds like Dougie. The crowd was singing my name. We won the cup, we won the cup. Bob scored us 2 goals and we won the cup. What a feeling! I had scored the goals that won the World Cup. Then it was time for our team to be presented the World Cup trophy, and Clipboard Colin said to me, "Bob, I would like you to lift the cup. You deserve the honour." Hot Rod stood beside me looking a little sad, because he felt he hadn't played well. I asked him if he would like to join me and lift the cup together. A smile burst across his face. That was a very kind thing to do, Bob. Well done. What colour was the World Cup trophy, Bob? It was the colour of gold, and just as we both raised the trophy above our heads, the crowd roared even louder, and then I woke up. The end. Well, that was a lovely story, Bob. Yes, and I'm very tired, and I'd like to go to sleep now, Grandad. OK, say good night to the children, and then snuggle down in your bed. Night, night, everyone, and thanks for listening to my story. If you enjoyed Bob's bedtime story, please press the like and subscribe buttons if you haven't already. And don't forget, maybe tomorrow, after you've had a good night's sleep, to have a bit of fun answering the questions in the educational video. Oh, I think Bob has fallen asleep. No doubt he's now having another dreamy adventure, which I'm sure he will tell us all about in his next story. Thank you for listening, and I hope you will join us again soon with another bedtime story, told by one of my furry friends. Nighty-night.